Welcome to Whiteboard Wednesday. I'm Martin, this is the whiteboard, and we're learning about all things IT asset management. This week, user licensing. What is it? How do I save money? User-based licensing is where you're paying for the individuals that are accessing software. So in contrast to device-based licensing, so if you've got 5 machines, you might have 5 licensing, that would be device-based licensing. User-based licensing is based on the individuals accessing the software. So me, Martin, might be one user and I might access the software through 3 devices, but I'm being charged by the user. This is a very common license model these days, used by Microsoft, SAP, Zoom, and many others. So what the software publisher wants when you are on user-based licensing is for all of your users, so this bottom axis is all of our users, they want you to pay a certain price for every single user. And their opening gambit is going to be the full fat version, the all singing, all dancing, bells and whistles version for a great price. They want complete absorption of their software across your entire estate. And you can haggle with this. You might lower this price, for example, if you commit to a longer term. So if you're going to commit for 3 years, for example, you might get a better deal. But the real savings come in when you profile your users and look at the actual requirements of your estate. So this is the offer from the software publisher, but your actual requirements might be something more like this. So you might have within your estate, within your environment, you might have requirement for the full fat version and a genuine requirement for that full fat version. And then there's a subset of users that don't need as nearly as much as that. And then there's a really low requirement here. And then the rest of users don't need anything at all. And by profiling the users and actually looking at your real requirements, you can carve out this enormous waste from your spend. Real life case studies of this are Viacom saving 30% on their Zoom spend doing this process. Jaguar LandRover for SAP saved 30% profiling users, taking out the full fat version and reducing it with the lower cost version. And JetBlue, again with SAP, saving 50% of their user base by profiling users. What this flat line has got going for it is convenience. If you just buy everybody the same full fat version, that's great, it's nice and easy. But you pay far too much money and you become numb to your real requirements. You don't actually know what the users require because you don't know, because there's no need to know. By carving out these profiles, understanding your real user requirements, you can save a lot of money, and this is applicable to all users. So if you did this exercise for Microsoft, you can then apply the same logic to SAP and to Zoom and to all the other user-based licensing models.